Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura, and we are going to do messages with Medium Laura this evening, meaning I'm doing group readings, and they will be done live here. There is a new way to get messages from me. I used to have a radio show, but that was not providing a stable technical platform. The technology kept blowing up on me, and everybody was all ready for the readings, and then the whole show would blow up. So this went on for quite a while. I was with them for 6 years, so I decided just come over here. Hi. I decided just come over here to to Facebook and do the readings here. For some reason or other, when I put in can't see anybody's looking here or making, I guess nobody did make a comment yet. That's fine. I appreciate you all for joining in. The format for the show is basically the following. I'll do a little bit of housekeeping about how to get in the message queue, all that. I must warn you, I already have about 10 people, 2 of which have made donations. So I probably can't get to everybody. I usually can get to about 5 or 6 during the show. There is a way to get messages, and I'm here every Monday night, and all the secrets are revealed at spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Alyssa. So glad to have you all here. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. And if you're wanting a message again, you're going to have to do the following, which I'm not even going to put up the instructions right now because I already have so many people that are waiting for messages. But you can email me for next week, and I will place you at the top of the queue or very close to the top of the queue. This is my pro bono work. There are some people that have urgent matters, and they just can't wait. Thank you, honey. They just can't wait. So we do have a donation system in place that goes to help little animals. I have a charity that I donate to every month, and the donations go in part to that. And all of that is explained and can be done at spiritmediumtv.com. That's a shortcut to a page of my website. So every Monday, I'm here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. As I mentioned, I have about 10 people already waiting, 2 of which have made donations, meaning they're at the top of the queue. We do mediumship here. We do regular life readings here. We do medical mediumship as well. I'm an accredited research medium, evidential research medium, meaning when I do mediumship, that means connecting with loved ones in the spirit realm. I'm going to look for evidence, like what do they look like, what's their name, whatever it is. I got some crazy guy right now trying to get my attention on my phone on Facebook. He's using Messenger. Oh, well, what are you going to do? I don't have control over everything, right? Anyway, so, and I don't want to stop the sound on my phone, so it's a little bit of a problem because I'm going to have to use my phone in a moment. The first person made a donation will be calling me. She's from another country. She's from Canada. Okay, so basically, there is a website for the show. It's spiritmediumtv.com. Explains everything about getting messages. Probably can't get to you tonight, just so that you know and you see it, that if you want to get a reading, you have to email me, psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com. And in the subject line, put your phone number and the desired service. As I mentioned, I probably won't be able to get to everybody today. If I do go through everybody quickly, then I'll put the sign up again and we'll try to get some other people in. But since I do this every week, you can send in your message now. And if I don't get to you tonight, I can get to you next week. Okay? I also do readings. I do private sessions because not everybody wants their life revealed and they want more detail and depth than I can do in a radio show. And you can do that and get a third more time free. You can get what I call the free for me as a show listener. And the free for me is done at booklaura.com. When you book your session, make a payment for whatever time you want, and you get a third more time added for free if you use the event code free for me. Or you could just put Facebook readings or whatever it is, however you saw me. All of this, again, is explained at spiritmediumtv.com. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little focus subject, yay, and then we're going to go to a meditation, prayer, energy connection, and then I will invite The first call to call me, all the other ones I'll be calling. So every week I send out a newsletter, and every week I'm publishing, thanks, love. Every week I'm publishing to, hi, Alyssa. Every week I'm publishing to my newsletter and to my website a new article or several articles. I'm always discovering new truths about metaphysics, about the spiritual world and the spirit world and spiritual law, and how to be more successful, and how to get better readings, and how to be a medium. All these wonderful subjects, how to overcome blocks, and get things that you really, really want in life. All these wonderful subjects. And so if you join my mailing list, which you can do at spiritmediumtv.com, you'll be in the loop about the free readings, about the fee readings, about the articles, and all this other stuff that I have to offer you. And I have training as well, so you'll hear about that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. I've been looking better, Alyssa. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I must have updated my skincare or something. But or maybe I'm just happy. But thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you. So appreciate everybody. Because every time I work with Alyssa, or have worked with her, she's in Canada. We do it on Skype, and usually I just came in from exercising and no makeup. My hair's all wet, and Alyssa always looks beautiful. She's perfect. Okay. So how do we get juicy messages from spirit? That's my focus subject for this evening. Juicy messages. What does that mean? Juicy means really good information. A couple of weeks ago, I was doing mediumship on the, I don't know what to call this webinar. It's not a radio show anymore. On this webinar, and I was laboring through a connection. I thought it was a good connection, but no matter what I said, the sitter, that's the one receiving the messages, kept saying, well, I don't know. Like losing my mind, because as a medium, some of you are developing mediums that listen to this show, you might have noticed, or mediums that listen to the show, you might have noticed that if you're delivering messages and the recipient is not hearing the messages, the channel closes down. The channel closes down. So the more you're open to whatever does come through, the more you try to get it. And I know if you don't get it, you don't get it. I can't, none of us can help that. But if you can try to get the messages a little more. So the next day I got a glowing feedback from this sitter, this caller, this participant in the group readings. And she said, everything made sense the second time I listened to it. And, it was her aunt that was in spirit, and all these things she pointed out to me. And I thought to myself, dang, if she had been able to see the dots, connect the dots while the messages were being delivered, then it would have been even better, because her aunt was a very good communicator. Which, by the way, let me just drop this line on you. Not every soul is a great communicator. Not every soul and medium make a great connection, because medium has their own vibration. So if there's a match that has to be made, So if any of you think it's a good medium or a bad medium, there's a lot of elements involved that create a great connection. I mentioned the sitter a moment ago, and then I mentioned the soul and spirit a moment ago, and now I'm mentioning the medium. And hopefully the medium has a skill set that's proven and it's developed over time, and has some way of showing you that he or she does the work, either recordings or credentials and or both, and testimonials, so that and you can have faith in it. Because if you don't have faith, that blocks the whole thing too. Okay, so it's not that straightforward, right? It's a little complicated. All right, let me just see something here. We got another one, Alicia. Hi, Alicia. So let me just say to everybody, I already have a lot of people for the messages, and I appreciate all of your interest, totally do. So if I don't get to you this week, I'll get to you next week. If you're, I'll check with you, make sure that you're there and everything. If you're not able, I'll know. I'll probably email you during the day. But right now I have 10. Okay, hold on. I'm just updating my little and putting it all on a website, so I have it there for me. I'm try to be very efficient. So before I go into the prayer energy connection and all that meditation, I just want to say hello to people. Here's Danny. Danny, you were one of the later ones. Kim Klein, I got yours, honey. Missy, I got you, yes. Alyssa, of course. And Nicole, I don't know if she's still here. She might have left because it looks like that's darkened out, but most of you are listening. Hey, Brenda Elizabeth, hi cutie, what's up? So nice to hear from you. Okay, so everybody listening, we're going to do a prayer, meditation prayer, energy connection, and then I will start with Alyssa, who's going to call me. This is fun, it's different, right? Okay, so everybody listening, please sit back in your respective locations, uncross your arms and legs, and start to breathe from your abdomen, breathing in deeply. And on the exhale, releasing any and all stress, tension, fear, opening your soul and your mind to a higher dimension and plane. Continuing to breathe from your abdomen. And now focusing in on your question today for spirit, or if you're wanting connection to the other side, focusing on that. I hope that people are taking this meditation that will be joining me for readings because it will help your reading. Yeah, and be open to who does come through, as quite often souls want to speak and you didn't ask for them. So again, if you're open to what does come through, you will get a lot more, right? So while you're doing that, I'm going to do the prayer silently. I'll be back in a second. And now, on your next exhale of breath, please release into your space your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay. So Alyssa, I'm at the phone now. You can call me. You have my phone number, and I'm waiting. I'm going to do her questions first. She made a donation. Everybody have 2 donations so far. No, I hope she can call me because nothing's happening. Let me go back to Facebook and see if she's leaving me a message. Good evening, Debbie. What happened to you, Alyssa? Where did you go? Ah, there she is. Hey, Alyssa, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, sweetheart. Thank you so much for making the effort to call me. I know I guess you have, do you have that included in your plan, your cell phone plan or whatever phone you have? I hope so.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
All right, good. All right, sweetie. So go ahead and ask your question then, darling.
Okay. As you know, we started a business not that long ago, and I'm just looking for any update from Spirit on what they foresee in the next, 3 to 6 months for us.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to say is everything is what we create. I'm giving you a standard answer.
Yeah.
Because as a psychic, and I keep forgetting to tell people this. I always go to this thing of, oh, I see this, but nothing's going to happen if you don't believe it, if you don't feel positive, and if you don't put effort in, right? Effort in, results come to you. So let me just look. Give me your husband's, I know, W, and then the first letter of last name, please. W, okay. And let me see what's going to happen. Well, I hear there are, Alyssa, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what's going on your end or if that's just noise on the line. But I hear that there are a few contracts already coming in. You don't know that?
Yeah.
Oh, they are. Okay, good. And this is going to create for you more business in the long run. So few is not bad, right? And then after that, things are really going to get rolling. Let me just see how they're going to roll. They're going to come in fairly quickly. So what this means, and this is, I kind of feel a little nervous about this because you're going to have work coming in, and then you're going to have to also have scalability. You're going to have to be able to have people to work with, for you, under you. So somehow you're going to have to get ready for that. Don't ignore that. It needs to be ready, because I feel by April and May, everything is going to really be stabilized. I hear the word status quo. And then after that, work will start to flow in naturally and regularly. Wait a minute, there's something else that risk management. Okay, risk management is an issue for the both of you. You have trouble managing risk. You tend to get flighty or overwhelmed. So risk management in this case for you guys means be level, know it's all going to work out. Don't get nervous if business comes quickly or if you lose business, because you just have to look at the big picture. Just keep one foot in front of the other, keep believing, keep having the faith. And if anything, today's messages should help you have faith, because part of it was confirmed in the beginning is that you already have a few contracts. So it's going to continue.
I guess I should have put, is this business here in Canada, or is it in the United States, or is that even in the messages at all?
Well, you already know you have a few contracts coming, right? You know that, right? Well, do you know where they are? Because I'm a little confused by your question.
Well, that's the thing. The contract that we're currently working on could be either, and we don't know.
Oh, okay.
Where.
All right. Let me see. Hold on. Are they going to be in Canada or in U.S., please? Hold on. Canada mostly for now, and then you'll start branching out. U.S. is going to be further down the road, not right away. I see the fall of 2020, you'll start getting some interest in the U.S., but not initially. Okay. Initially, it's all going to be local or very close to where you are, which will be perfect, really. Allows you to plan, And so not only does it let you plan, but it's also going to give you a way to scale in, I want to manage everything. So you're not going to be like running by the seat of your pants. Oh, now I got to go here and I got to go there and I have to relocate and everything. No, it's all going to happen nice and smoothly. I hear that you've been praying very well. You've been doing your prayers. You've been doing your prayers and they're working for you. So keep doing your prayers and keep doing it the way you're doing it, with a lot of faith behind them. And this is for everyone. When we pray, if we pray with a thank you, gratitude, thank you, God, for providing me, versus, I need this now, you get much more results. So you've been asking and you've been receiving, and we as your guides are very happy with the progress you've made in the home, with your significant other and the whole family as a unit. Everything is getting a lot more smooth now, and you are opening up to change a lot more. When we say opening to change, we mean that you're getting more flexible. You're getting more flexible with health. You're getting more flexible with the way you do things. And you're sort of just rolling with the punches, which is where we, as your angelic guides, wanted you to be all along. We wanted you to be able to relax and just take it as it comes. So we're very, very happy that you're doing this. And we love you very, very much, Alyssa. So thank you. This is your guides, by the way, talking through me. Thank you. Thank you so much, love, for calling in tonight. And we need to now go to the next caller.
Thank you so much, Laura.
Thank you, honey. God bless.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye, honey. Okay. And so I'm going to be calling the next person. And that is somebody by the name of Kim, who did make a donation. And Kim has a life question. So let's do this. Let's do this, everyone. I have to be really careful that I don't make a mistake, right? Because everybody's watching me, or somebody's watching me. Okay. Waiting for Kim.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Kim. How are you doing this evening in beautiful Boca Raton?
You look beautiful, but I can't look at Facebook on the phone and talk at the same time, but you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, love.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna work with you and your question this evening. So go ahead and give me your question, Kim.
Are you able to tap into other people, like a family member of mine?
Yeah.
Are you able to do something like that? Well,
yeah.
I just had a book with my husband. I got a bad feeling. I don't know, some things came up, and things have been seeming really, really good lately. You were actually part of the helping him retire several months ago. I haven't called you in months.
Yes, I
But you were
remember.
right.
I
You were
remember.
right about the last answer you gave us. You were absolutely right about the buyers of the business.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
But everything went through, and things just really settling into a new life. And then all of a sudden, he, was keeping a secret from me and found about that he planned this trip to New York, and New York is always a red flag for me. Okay.
Honey, don't tell me, Kim, don't tell me
Okay.
everything, love. Just ask the
All right,
question.
so
Let Spirit
I
do the
just
work.
got a bad feeling about this particular trip. It's a little bit business, but it's not completely business. But I want to know his intention, if what you get from, if you can tap into the sea, if his intentions are pure or not so good.
Okay, and give me his initials, please.
SK.
S as in Sam, K as in Carol, or K as in Klein, rather. S like in Sam, K like in.
S as in Sam, K as in Kim.
I couldn't hear that last word, honey. K as in what?
K. K as in kite.
There you go. Perfect. All right. And first thing I need to say is, and I was, this is an overall observation, is one of the things that we all need to, just a general message before I go to the specific answer, so bear with me, love. One of the things we want to avoid in life is fear. We don't want to think negatively because we're in a dimension where fear takes root very easily, and before you know it, it's choking us. It's creating its reality. So we want to always be in a mode of calm and confident, and that no matter what happens, we will always be protected, we will always be healed, we will always be perfect in everything. And I know when we're in certain situations, it's really scary, but we have to remind ourselves so we can have very good outcome to things, because we create what we're thinking. So now let me go.
Right.
First thing I'm going to ask Spirit is, good, does this person have, or is he being honest, I guess? Is that the right one?
He's being honest about his intentions, yeah.
All right, hold on.
He's telling me to be honest.
Yes, I do feel, but let me just go, I feel yes, but let me go a little deeper, honey. He keeps telling you something that's really not completely true. This is true, but the underlying intention is good. He's just fudging the surface, and I need to see why. So there's something he's telling you that's not correct or not true. But I feel that there's a good intention under it, so I need to see what it is. Okay, so Spirit, show me what it is, please. Really?
Say that again?
No, I'm asking Spirit a question, love.
Okay.
Just bear with me, honey. I do this a lot because I literally have a connection to the guides right now. His intentions are good, but he doesn't really know how to talk about this little problem he has. He's very upset about something from the past. He keeps going back to the past, back to the past, back to the. There's somebody that he knows in New York that he's not telling you about, and I believe it's a relationship from the past, like a friendship. I don't feel you should feel threatened by it, but I do feel that somehow or other he's really interested in connecting with this person again. Is that what you were suspecting?
Well, that's like a side thing. I was thinking that, well, I'm thinking, well, that's what you described could be his sister, because he was just having, reconnected with her by.
I agree. I think it's something like that. It's not not sex or anything like that.
I mean, that's all about this mention of others that he was going to be doing there. He mentioned her. Interesting. But I was thinking something else that was going to be getting him into some trouble. Something unhealthy.
Well, the first answer I'm getting is that. Now, if you want me to see if there's anything else around it, there could be.
Yeah, because, something that might harm himself.
Well, there was something with health too, but let me just say, I don't know how this would connect in, but he has a tendency, it's not literally a gambler, but he's like a gambler. He does things that are not right for himself. Sometimes he's sort of like a little bit out of control, especially if he,
Yeah.
right, if he's a little bit fearful about things, he does things a little compulsively and tries to cover his tracks that nobody would find him out. Now, so it's like he might, do you know, literally, do you know if he ever does anything like betting on horses?
No, it was, but he had an addiction.
Okay, because I think that's part of it.
Yeah, and spending too much money on these trips, but not betting on horses.
okay, well, they were just
I
showing
mean,
me, it's just some,
he's had some risky behaviors in his life, yes,
yeah,
all related to addiction, but never the gambling. But
but he
I guess
doesn't,
when you waste money on addiction, it's like gambling.
okay, now listen to me. The right thing to do with this person is to always be supportive of him no matter what, even though you may be thinking something different, because then he won't hide things. He'll let you know everything. And then you can deal with it, more directly. So just go along with it, go along with him. I don't think he's going to get into any trouble, but I think he wants to test the waters and have a little freedom and do something that, he doesn't want to report into you all the time of what he's doing. So the more you accept him the way he is, the more information he'll be sharing with you in the future. So,
Right.
but bottom line is not, I don't feel it's anything to worry about, but it is something to keep an eye on.
Well, because I don't want to find out that he's dead in the hotel room. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, well, I hear you, honey.
Yeah.
I hear you, honey.
That's my fear. That's not like, oh, I'm like jealous and this, not. It's, hey, I know him for a long time. We've been together a long time,
Yeah.
and I've been through everything. And
Mm.
I'm at the end of my rope because I'm a different person now. And I
Aw.
used to like play along and okay, be kind of like, a little bit my head in the sand,
Yeah.
but not anymore. And it's so very, very hard for me to stick my head in the sand anymore. So I know I'm very vocal right now since yesterday with him. I'll try to kind of play along, but not in a head in the sand way. You know what I mean?
Look, what, again, I don't mean to sound like you should manipulate somebody, but if,
No, I mean like this.
it's like,
I can't stop him. I can't stop him.
no, you can't. The more you listen and hear without any comment, and he gets a sense, then you can hear him, that you will hear him, the more he'll tell you. The more he tells you, the more you can make decisions that are right for you and try to moderate with him. You can't control him, obviously, but you can. But the more you know, and the more open he is, the more you can navigate all this versus him, trying to hide things. So it sounds a little manipulative what I'm saying, but it's really it'll help you be more successful in the situation by allowing him to share things with you without getting upset. Listen, you'll listen, and then you may be thinking to yourself, I want to kill him, but you need to hear him out. You need to let him talk, because before you know it, you'll have all the information you need, and then you can decide for yourself. Also, you can perhaps try to negotiate with this person. But usually people that have these kind of addictive behaviors, they're not forthright. They're not people you can really be,
They're in denial.
They're in denial, and they are manipulative usually. So
Really, yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's not working with me anymore, and that's the problem.
yeah. Well, the thing to do though is, again, the more he tells you about this, the more you'll know, and the better you can make decisions, educated, good decisions for yourself.
Right.
And there's one other thing they keep trying to tell me, the guides. Just listen to him more. Don't say anything. Make him feel that he can trust you. And yeah, he can trust you. I mean, you're not manipulating, you're not lying. He can trust you to listen to him, so you're not misrepresenting yourself. But on But on the other hand, you do have to represent your interests. So the more you listen, the more you encourage him to talk and share his foibles, his feelings, whatever the heck. And I just want to see something before I go on to the next caller, because I have a feeling there's something more here. Because You know what? I don't, you're not going to like this, but as I see the motivation is, I just want to have fun. That's what he's thinking. I just want to
Right.
have fun. And you're meanwhile, biting your fingernails. So,
Yeah,
not,
because yeah, I understand his intention to have fun, but sometimes he goes a little too far, and then I worry, something happened to him, and he's got a lot of health conditions, and he's not a kid. He's 60.
yeah.
Which is different than when he was 18.
Oh, yeah, of
So
course. But,
yeah, and I've been through it all, and I don't want to, I don't want to clean up his mess,
all right. Yeah, I know.
or have to plan a funeral.
I know, honey. Well, I'm getting those
but I
messages.
know.
I'm confirming for you what you suspect, and I'm giving you a little additional ideas about what to do for it. But no one can tell you what to do. That's for you to decide, of course.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry you have to go through this. I'm thankful for your calling in tonight, honey. And I'm going to have to let you go now. Okay.
Thank you so much, Laura. No, you're great. Terrific.
Thank you, honey.
Have a good night.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's a rough one. All right, let's see. I got some poor woman who never can figure out how to get me on the radio show. She's texting me. I can't now. I have like too many people, my love. All right, so we're going to go to Jean Robinson, who did say that she would be listening tonight. She is a good example of somebody that got to me too late last week. So today, we're going to try to get her on the phone. I hope she's here. I can't tell who's making comments on Facebook Live, so please forgive me. I'm trying to scroll down, but it doesn't move. And by the way, I'm computer literate, so I think I kind of know what I'm doing. Okay, so that's Jean, and I'm just double checking the number before I press the dial button. There it is. Good. Okay, Jean's not listening. She said she was going to listen. Let it go a little longer. Okay. I hope Miss.
Please leave.
All right, I'm not going to do anything with that. And I will go to the next caller, and that would be Miss M. I hope she's listening. Sorry, everybody, if I seem boring as could be, but you don't want to listen. Let me just double check I got the number right. Okay, good. And I'll try to go back to Jean if I can. And Jean, oh, now it's going down. Okay, good. Hi, Isabel. Hi, Aunt Tina. Hi, is this Miss M?
It is.
Hi, Kitty. What's up?
Hi.
Hi, love. So go ahead, honey, and ask your question.
Okay, so I have a bunch. So I just ask them all, and then you pick.
No, honey, I can't do a full reading on the radio show. Only one question per caller. I'll do the best I can with that, if that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of silly, but Andy hasn't contacted me in a while, and I'm wondering what's going on. And it's not. I guess I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm just going to see if he's going to contact you again. I'll start with that. Yeah, he will be contacting you in the near future, and he's not going to let too much more time go by before he does make that initial contact. I feel a lot of bad feelings around him, as if he's angry at something, or there was kind of a bad words exchanged, or a little bit of a conflict there.
He's not angry at me. We haven't spoken.
What was that, honey?
He's not angry at me because we haven't spoken. So
I feel there's some bad seed in his mind about things, some kind of upset, and I feel somehow it's between the two of you. And if it's nothing that you know about, I don't know what to say. I just feel like there was an argument or something, or it was a breakup, or you broke up about something in the past. Maybe you didn't recently. Did you ever have a breakup with this person, love?
We've broken up a lot of times in the past 6 years. Does it have to do with money?
Well, let me just finish this thought, okay, love?
Okay.
And then we'll go to the money, we'll probe a little deeper. But I feel that it's like he's so disgusted with everything that he really doesn't know what to do anymore. I also feel that he doesn't really, he's not angry at you now, but he feels like it just doesn't work. Okay, so he's in a negative frame of mind about this right now. It's like it's too much discord there, it's hard. And I also feel that underneath all that, he has very low self-esteem for other things going on in his life right now, which make him feel, when I say low self-esteem, I don't mean that he doesn't like himself. I mean that he has issues in his life which are also wearing him down. So it's hard for him to handle conflict beyond the conflict he already has. It's like his plate is full. Is it money? I can look at that, but before I do, from what I just said, can you relate to that, please?
Yeah.
Right.
He has a lot of pressure, and there's someone in his life that's very negative to him a lot.
So he's overwhelmed with all that. I do feel he cares about you, even though he's not contacting you. And I'm going to say he is going to contact you. Is it about, no, it's not about money only. That could be interwoven with it. There's a lot of things that upset him in his life, and he cannot handle a lot of discord, making up, breaking up, anger, discord. Then I get another feeling about him. It's kind of funny. So, all right, do you know anybody that kind of has dreadlocks? That's like a musician type or something?
He is a musician.
He is
a musician, but he doesn't have dreadlocks.
Okay, well, I see a person with dreadlocks. It's around him or something. I don't know if that's literal, but I just could get that feel. I could see it. So maybe literal, may not. It's just to let me know he's a musician. And in that role of his music and all that, he doesn't think about things much. He just likes to compartmentalize, again, because he has to stay focused on what's important today, and he can't be worrying about this person, this thing, that thing, which is not good for you, because I'm going to continue now to say it feels to me like at times he goes hot and cold with you. He can use the excuse that he needs to focus on his work, or he can't handle right, he's busy, this is that. But it's not fair to you, because I feel it's a little cruel at times. It's like he's a little selfish about it. He doesn't sound like the most stable person in the world to be involved with, but that's not for me to decide. In answer to your question, I do feel he will be contacting you again soon, but I feel like it's a kind of roller coaster, and that he's able to cut you out emotionally when he wants to, and then when he wants you, then he comes back to you. Which would be, if I were in that situation, I'd feel pretty badly about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's for you to think about. Okay, my dear?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to let you go now, and maybe we can talk another time. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Sam. Bye-bye, hon.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So we are now going to, I can go back to Jean. Oh, no, not going to do that. I'm going to Angela. Angela's wanting another side connection. Hello, Angela.
Hello.
Angela, is that you?
Hi.
Hi, honey. This is Laura, Spirit Medium Laura. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, sweetie. Did you have a chance to do the meditation earlier, honey, with us?
I did not.
You did not?
No. I've been watching you on my son's phone, waiting for you to call.
Oh, you've just been looking at the phone. You haven't been listening to the show.
Well, I have been listening to the show on my son's phone, yeah.
Oh, well, then you have been. All right. Then you must have done the You must have at least heard me do the meditation. The reason I'm saying that is it
I
opens you
did.
up.
We were all breathing together.
Okay, good. All right. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you, sweetie.
Yep.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
you're wanting another side connection to your mom, who's in spirit now. And I just want to remind you that we get what we get as far as the connections to other side go, but let's see who does pop in. I am going to look for her. Okay, I am going to try to get her.
Okay.
Just warning you a little bit. Do you have a son, honey?
Okay.
Do you have a little boy, a little son yourself?
I do.
Oh,
I
he's,
do.
he's very cute. Your mommy is saying already she's coming in. She loves him so much. And your mother, did not give you evidence of your mother yet, but I'm going to allow this voice to continue because we'll develop it. We'll develop it. But what she's saying is that your little boy seems to have light eyes, blue eyes. Do you know, can you please confirm that your son has light eyes?
I have one that's living that has light blue eyes.
That's fine. Okay, that's a good one. So as a piece of
Mhm.
kind of piece of evidence. So I think this is your mom, but let's see who she is. Mom, could you please show me yourself? The first thing I want to say is I do see that she has brown hair. The picture she's giving me of herself is with brown hair. If her hair were different color towards the end of her life, is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is she's shown me brown, dark brown hair, and she could have colored it. It could be her original color, but the point here is she would have had her hair brown at some point in her life. Now, can you please verify that for me?
Yes.
Okay. She also likes to wear it soft and layered and is a little bit fluffier around the shoulder area, like as if it's, I don't know, this must be an earlier picture of her in her life. She's a good looking woman than this particular, yeah, she showed me an older picture of her, like in the 50s, maybe 1960s. You know what, I don't know if you know this, but in the 60s, they used to wear the hair with a little bit of a fluffiness around the crown and then a little bit of a flip towards the shoulders. That's the kind of hairstyle she has on right now. Okay. All right. So you understand that from mom that you might have a picture of her like that or remember seeing her like that? Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
She also gives me the number 4 as if there would be 4 children in the family. So I get the number 4 and I'm getting children in the family. Would you understand that, please?
I know there's 4, she would have 4 great grandsons.
Well, that's good. Okay, that could be the 4. I heard 4 and I knew it had to do with children. That's all I knew. Okay? All right. I'm going to see now if I can get, now I do see that she does live on to a more, to an older age than that picture I just gave you, because now I see her body morph into something a little thinner, more frail. And it looks like she would have had problems, unless this is a grandma who just jumped in, but what I'm seeing is that she's, whoever this is, has a walker and is having difficulty walking. Would you understand this for mom, please?
Very much.
Very much. Okay, good. She says she's a kind soul, very much like you, kindred spirits. She says you and I, love everyone. We get along with everyone. We're very bright, loving people. I'm sure you would agree with that, right?
Yeah.
All right. And she says, and we're very spiritual too, she says. All right, Mom, that's beautiful. She says, the way they laid me to rest is very lovely. She's very happy with her final appointment or location of where she's been put to rest. I don't know if there was any question about that, but I have to give you the messages. So please forgive me if they're sensitive to you. I'm sorry, but she is saying that. She loves the way she was, and she says she's near other family member, like your father or someone like that, or her father, someone like that. And she loves all that very, very much. Looking for a few more pieces of evidence, and then we'll go to personal message for you. Okay, I don't want you to go to personal message yet, Mom, okay? She's starting to give me a personal message for you. Just give me 2 to 3 more things, love, Mom, and then we'll go to personal message. I'll give you part of the message that was personal, and then I'm going to go back to that so I don't lose that. Otherwise, I could lose what she just said. She's saying something about you having a lot of difficulties in the home right now, and that your self-esteem or not feeling really good about yourself, a lot of challenges in the home. Now, when I say self-esteem from their words, to me, it means you're feeling very challenged. That's all I mean. I don't mean that you don't have good self-esteem, but you're feeling challenged. In the home right now, there's a lot of crises in the home right now. You're trying to balance everything and scale everything and put everything back into balance again. She says, I'll be there for you to help you with this as much as I can. She says, I will give you messages in your dreams if you ask. I have been coming to you in your dreams. She says, you do remember some, but not all of them. Look for them. Look for them, please. Would you understand that you've dreamt of her, please?
Yes.
All right. She's saying something very interesting. She's saying, I like the dreams you've had of me very much. She says, but not all of them are from me. Some of them are just you dreaming of me. So that's an interesting thing. You know what I mean? That sometimes, right, we can have a dream about our loved one. It's not quite the same as a visitation dream where we have, it's a little more lucid, a little bit more bright. Your face, your mother's cute. She says you look negative in your face. She says, cheer up, things are going to get better. Like as if you're, you know how a mother would say this, your mother would say this. I know my mother would say, how mothers are so honest, right? Once my mother told me I had bad breath. I'm like, oh God. But your mother, if she were right in the room with you, she'd say, why do you look so morose all the time? You know, you look so negative. Cheer up. Cheer up. Everything's going to get better. And I think it's relating back to what we were talking before, but you're also very serious right now because we're making a connection. So she's just saying, don't look so sad. She says, I'm here with you. I love you all very, very much. She's trying to show me an animal that's in the spirit realm, is sitting with, oh, okay. There is an animal in the room with you right now, correct?
There is. Yes, there is.
Sitting on your lap or something very close to you, right?
Very close.
No, she loves that. She loves that animal very, very much. She says, now I hope you believe I'm around you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, sweetheart. I'm going to let you go. So you've had your personal message.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, love. God bless. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to go now to the next caller. I don't know what happened to Jean, but I have to honor everyone, you know? So if you're not there when I call you, you know, I could try again next week or something. Or if somehow you let me know. Okay, let me just make sure I got it right. Yeah. And this caller would be Melissa. I think she goes as Missy also.
You have reached the voicemail box.
Okay, I'm going to say it again. If you've bothered to email me and I put your name on the list, you got to be there when I call you. And I'm going to just say I have Amy after her, then I have Nathan, then I have Danny, then I have Alicia, and I can get a lot of people more because I've got people like Donna Griffiths. Hello, Donna from UK. I'm so sorry you lost your brother, love. I'm hesitant to take any more callers this evening because I already have so many people I have to talk to. So if you would like, just for the future, everyone to know, if you're wanting a reading, this is how I'm doing it these days. To get a reading, excuse me for putting this all over the place, you need to email psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com. In the subject line, put your phone number and desired service. Those people who are in another country than the US need to call me, and all of that detail, I won't call you because I don't have long distance on my phone. So if you can call me, and all of that is at spiritmediumtv.com. But if you bother to email me, I'll send you the information on how to contact me when I call your name out during the show. And again, want to say so grateful to have all of you here, enjoying this wonderful experience of connecting with spirit. Okay, so now I'm going to Amy, who has a life question. I hope, Amy, you're there. I know it gets boring sitting and waiting. But if you're not there, there's nothing I can do about that. And I have more people that have emailed me. I may just. No answer from Amy. Tricky, tricky, tricky.
Wow, it's you.
Oh, God, I'm glad I got you. Oh, I forgot it was you.
I will return the call when I'm able to. And remember, just remain flexible in life, never get bent out of shape.
Oh, what a great message she has. I thought it was really her. That was her recording. I don't know what happened, everybody. Everybody just sort of disappeared. I still have 3 here. I have another person who emailed me. I'm going to try Nathan now. Nathan? Oh, there she is. Hey, Amy. I'm glad you called me, honey.
Yeah.
Amy?
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. You're on the air. Be careful what you say.
I missed your show, so I don't want to take your space if I'm in the way of someone else.
Well, you're just as important as everybody else. I don't know why you keep saying that. Okay, so let's go to your question, sweetheart, which is whether or not you should honor the massage business. And if I'm not saying the question right, then tell me. But you were saying renew your massage license or not is how I interpreted what you wrote to me earlier. Is that correct, love?
Yes.
I really feel you should for now. I want you to honor your feelings, make a note of them. The reason you have these feelings is you know it's not the right career for you in the long run. However, in the short run, it is something that you have to do to continue and evolve into something new. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm not going to do this anymore." And that's not only the practical answer; it's the psychic answer. You have to follow through. Okay, so I'm gonna assuming you do that, I'm gonna go into projection of what's going to happen with that. But I feel that you really can't afford not to. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. I love that projecting I like that idea.
Okay, but you know what I mean, that you can't afford not to financially. You need to have a source of income until you scale into something else. Is that correct, honey, for you? Because that's what I'm getting.
Well, yeah, I mean, income is important, and I need something to fall back on just in case.
Yeah, and it's not that hard to renew it. I'm sure you'll do fine on the tests and everything else. It's just a pain in the neck. But sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees. Excuse the metaphor, since you're in California and there's all those fires going on. But all right, so let me just see what happens next. If you do renew your license, you're going to find a lot more opportunities are going to scale for you out of that. So look at it like the core of something that expands and leads you forward. Don't look at it like if you renew your license that you're negating who you are. Rather, look at it as I'm renewing my license, knowing who I am. This is just for now. But eventually, I can use this to move into something else as a health coach, nutritional coach, or however you want to do it. But you need to keep what you're doing now till you go to the next thing. Make sense?
Yeah, that does.
All right. So not to worry, my dear. If you have any questions about that, I'll let you ask one, and then I have to go back to the phone.
Okay, so sorry about that. I'm overexcited. So in congruency, we see everything going through with my renewal, and because we're going to go Mercury retrograde, of course, and I just want to make sure I got all my paperwork covered and everything like that. So do you see that going through easily with no stress, no problem?
Now that is a question you don't really need to ask a psychic. You know how to do those things. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, my sweet. Not to worry. I don't like people to become too dependent on me or psychic readings. I think it's detrimental to your functionality. Forget about Mercury retrograde. Forget about everything else. You're a highly competent person. You're a loving person. You have everything going for you, and everything is going to go just fine.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, love. You have a beautiful evening, honey.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks. Okay, I do hear from Missy, so I'm going to go back. Missy, please, I hope you're around, love. Wait a minute. Which is this one? Oh, Missy, yeah, it was Melissa, I think, on my list here. Okay, I'm going back to Melissa. Missy. Oh, geez, hold on for a second. Okay, wait a minute. I'm having a, I don't know, I'm having all kinds of things go on here right now. 757. I hope you're going to be there now, honey. Let me make sure I have the number correct. All right. Okay.
Hello.
Hi there, Missy. How are you, sweetheart?
Hi. I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, honey. I'm glad I was able to move down in the Facebook comments because I couldn't before. I don't know why, but then I saw you were there and you just, with the little ones were fussing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry we missed each other, but now we have each other. So let's go now. You want a connection from the other side. Now, when I saw your email earlier, I felt very strongly about one soul in particular. Let me just see who's there for you, love. Okay? Be open to who does come through. Wow, I see a lot of prayer around you, a lot of praying, a lot of help from the spirit world these days for things that you're doing and looking into in your life. All right. Who's in spirit for Missy, please? Missy S. Well, there's a father figure for you, honey. It's either father-in-law or it's your father, one of the two. Do you understand any of that, please?
It may be my grandfather because he raised me as my father.
Okay, yeah, sometimes I felt very strongly at a father in spirit, meaning it could be a grandfather as well, but it would have to be somebody you're close with, like you just pointed out. He's here. He says something about smoking no more. Did he smoke cigarettes or something, or a pipe or something when he was on Earth?
He smoked pipe.
Yeah. Well, funny thing
as
is,
far as I knew.
okay, because he said he's not smoking a pipe anymore, and I hedged it a little bit because sometimes the word pipe, the spirit will use is smoking, and it's not literally a pipe. But he did say not smoking a pipe anymore. So he's he's coming in that way, which is a nice little piece of evidence. Okay.
Okay.
He said was when he was on Earth, he's a taller man than average. Would you understand, Grandpa, your father figured to be a bit on the tall side, please?
Not really. I was average.
Okay.
5'7", 5'8", so.
Okay, let me just see what he means by that, if I can develop that a little further, if it means anything.
Okay.
Something about taller. I don't know. All right, I'll leave that alone. It could mean a lot of things, but I don't want to try to make it something. So let's just see what else he wants.
Okay.
Smoking his pipe. He loves you all very much. He says gives everybody his love. Give the missus my love. Also, I don't know who that would be. Because
my grandmother's still living, so.
Okay, so give the missus my love. He says you're all very special people to me. He says something about having a heart problem before transition. Would you understand, please?
He had his body was kind of shutting down, but I don't know if it was really heart related.
Well, I would invite you to ask if he had heart problems when he was on Earth. It may not have been the cause of passing.
He had a murmur. He did have a heart murmur.
Then the answer is yes, he did have heart problems.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. And as I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you listened to my story, but the more things that you can recognize, the more we will get. And I can't, if you don't recognize it, you don't recognize it. But if you do, then, yeah. Okay.
He did have a heart murmur now that I remember. Yeah.
So that's one thing. Okay. So he says heart problems. And that's he says, even though I was suffering from a lot of different ailments, he said, The heart in the end is the thing that truly went on him. All right, well, that's, usually when we die, the last thing that happens is our lungs or heart goes, even if it's not the cause of in other words, we could have been in an accident, but our lungs don't function, our heart doesn't function. All right, so he brings the heart in. He shows me the hair. Looks like his original color would have been on the brown side or darker than that. I can't see how dark because he's showing me gray in it. And he's also showing me a little bit of more thinning on the top. Would you understand that for Grandpa, please?
Yes. Yeah.
He says he's a very smart individual. He loved his life on Earth. He says you took after him a lot with the books. You study a lot. You're a very smart person. I guess that's saying that you must like to read books or you go to school or something like that. But he says you take after him with being intelligent. That's a subjective thing, so I'll leave that alone. All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. He says, even though you're very smart, you work with your hands a lot and you're not really getting ahead in life the way you would like to get ahead in life. He says he wishes that you would learn more and that you would be able to get ahead more. So he's saying something like going to school helps people get ahead. I'm going to just, paraphrase that. His message is for you to get a good education, that you would be able to get more money in the long run, not work at the, at a more hands-on level, but maybe a more intellectual level. And that's his advice. He likes to tell you these things. And I'm sure you would understand that because, he was around you. Well, he says now, are you smoking also? Because he's showing me that.
I quit 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, good. Well, that's good because he showed me the cigarettes. He didn't say anything about it. He just showed me that. He says, you're a very beautiful young woman.
Oh.
Very gorgeous. I see your hair too is brown. You're very smart. He says you're very smart, very intellectual. Use your brains more. You'll get ahead more in life. Go, do something with school. Go to school. Go back to school. Something with school. So that's his advice. I want to see if there's anything else we can get about him, and then we'll see if there's anything else we need to do. Is there anything else that we need to say or do? Okay. And now there's a boy, son. Oh, your son. His son would be your father. And then there's.
No, his son is my uncle.
Okay, because I feel.
I wonder if you're connecting with my other grandfather, but I wasn't close to him, so.
No, all I said was I feel. No, let me just clarify, honey. I'm pretty sure I have your grandpa because everything else was correct. So what I feel suddenly a male under him that he would have had a son or a grandson. Now, if it weren't your father, I was just assuming it was your father. He didn't say that. All he showed me was he's a male under him. So you said he does have a son, so that would be your uncle. It's just a piece of evidence, love. And if it needs to be more, then they'll say more. They'll fill it in.
Okay.
All right. I don't know your grandfather, so I'm kind of coming in. I'm dealing with everything he gives me without knowing anything. So it may sound a little bit weird, but
That's okay.
I think he's a good communicator. Okay, so let's see what else he wants to say. He just keeps giving you beautiful messages of love. You're a very special girl. Please take care of yourself for me. I love you all very much. Say hello again to the missus for me. I love her very much. Give her a big sweet kiss. There's a dog in spirit with him that came in recently and suddenly. Someone in the family lost a dog, and it looks like it's a beagle or a hound of some sort. Do you know anyone who's lost a dog or know anything about a dog that's in spirit?
My dad just had to have his dog put down.
Oh, and did the dog seem to have like white and brown and looks like a dog with long ears, like a beagle type? What kind of dog was it, honey?
This was a black lab, but she was mixed with something else.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So that looks right then, because the ears are a little longer and yeah, and it's got some white in it. It's not just a dark dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she had white on her face.
Very sweet animal, he says. Very sweet animal. She, I think it's a female dog. Is that correct, love?
Yes.
Okay, she's there with him. He wanted to give you that last piece of evidence because he says you're a smart lady. You're a very shrewd lady. And I know, he says, I know you're going to be thinking all about this, so I need to give you some dead ringer that you could really chew on for a while. He's got a good sense of
Yeah.
humor. Grandpa's got a good sense of humor.
Yes.
All right, my dear, I'm going to let you go, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Missy. Bye-bye. honey.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye. Okay. So we're over an hour now, so I can't get to everybody today. So we look forward to working with you all next week. If you do decide you want to call, you want me to call you, if you want a reading, let me see if I can get this so it's clear. To get a reading, you need to email rather, psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com. In the subject line, put your phone number and the desired service. And everybody that I did not get to this week is going to be ahead of you. But we'll work it all out. Well, they're not going to be exactly ahead of you. I'm going to try to see if they still want their place in the queue. So thank you all so much. And I appreciate your interest. And I look forward to working with you again next week. The only times I don't do this are during holidays and if I'm taking vacation. Yeah, I take vacation sometimes. But most of the time I'm here every Monday night. They say one thing about me, I'm consistent. Namaste, everybody. God bless. Thank you all. Bye-bye.